are y'all doing today? I woke up at like 11 today. I slept in. Homework? Yeah, I got classes starting. Quite. Okay. Alright. Alright, we're gonna get started. Where's Gio, bro? Gio was like, I'm bored. Start the thing, and I started. Now he's not even here. Okay. We ended last session with 2 losses, like 77% win rate. So yeah, but so we can continue. Alright. Bias. Top down analysis. Start off 4 hour, 4 hour hourly, and 15-minute. 4 hour here is bullish. Right, yep. Inverted this gap, inverted this gap. Just want to see if there's maybe a bearish SMT at the high. Okay, ES is like so uncorrelated on the higher time frame. There's no SMT, so I'm bullish on these highs. These are relatively equal highs. Drop down hourly. Okay. So hourly for value gap getting respected. Probably gonna be long in from here, but dream scenario would become sweep this low inside this gap. That would put us in like a really good spot, but definitely not gonna marry that considering how close we are to buy side. But yeah, okay. Okay, so that's news. So we got 8:30 news. So we have data high, data low. So that's cool. Want to wait for one of these to get swept, preferably the data low first. Okay, so there's data low. So now I would want to be looking for longs, but let me see if we're in an area of delivery. So we do have 3-minute fair value gap delivery here. So we do have delivery. So I mean, if we get a long from here, this is in discount of the 15-minute range. From this swing low to this swing high. I definitely would not mind a long here. Maybe this 3-minute. Yeah, I don't mind this 3-minute. Okay, it doesn't look like we're gonna get it. It's fine. Pretty choppy here. Maybe AMD. So now we manipulated lower. Okay, here's open. Okay. So open put in this. We put in a breaker. So we have a CISD here. Technically put in a breaker here. Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. So this is your breaker. I might chase this. That's what I'm thinking. So 3-minute still held. So we have delivery. Oh, actually kind of broke. Let me see if you have any other delivery. 4-minute held. Okay. So we have basically a 4-minute inversion here, which is also this, and then I would just go break even here. What's up, Gio? Yeah, so we are in a 5-minute though, but we broke the significant gap, and this momentum kind of tells me like we want to go higher, but we are long into a higher time frame gap. So maybe I wait. Okay. So we're probably just gonna miss this because this hasn't closed yet. Yeah, okay, so we're just gonna miss it, which is fine. We have a little 30-second here. It's invalid. Okay. Okay, low key. See, like we break the significant gap, and like that's low key enough to long this. Because you have a CISD here, you have a breaker. So this is like your SMR. So, right, breaker, CISD, inversion of a significant gap, data high above, but we were long it into a 5 minute. With not really a good break even point, but I figured that would work. Yo, what's up? David Beam, do requested to speak. Interesting. Interesting. David, I'm good off that. So, yeah, draw on liquidity was hit, which was my original draw. To be honest, the day's probably over. Unless we can look for a short. Maybe we're in a daily Sibi or something. I mean, we just about high up day. Maybe I look for a short, but there's not really good draw on liquidity. Okay. What is my IRL, by the way? I'm gonna ban you, Guido. Alright, there's a short here, but I'm not bearish. I'm not bearish. ES has so much trendline liquidity here. I feel like this is gonna get ran. I mean, I'm definitely not looking for shorts. I maybe look for a long if we come back down here, but we kind of already took the draw, which, like, to me, the day is kind of cooked. There's a long here. I mean, it's not bad. Would have been break even. Would have been break even at the next gap. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go next day. I don't like. We already took the draw. Alright, so the draw that day was really easy. Just like data high, relative equal highs. Just not really good entry in terms of textbook. ES still has this trendline liquidity, so I definitely like that. Dream scenario would be come down, sweep out this low, and get along. Probably. That would be really good. Preferably we go lower. Okay, so here's an example. I just want to show this. Actually, so this leg causes CISD. So, like, if you take the smart money reversal, it's technically inversion. But, like, if you take this, but you see how this stop out technically happened on the inversion model, but we never closed back above this leg. So you'd have your stop at this swing high, and then you'd target 1-1. And then this would just be a break-even trade, because then you go break-even when we resweep that internal low. So I think we might just run this LRLR on ES. Okay, we're going lower. That's good. So now we swept out the slow inside this 50-minute gap. I wouldn't mind a long here. The lower the better, but now we swept out the... Actually, we have not swept out the low yet. I think if we get a long from this low, we're probably in a 5-minute or something. Maybe a 3. Maybe a 3-minute. Yeah. So we have a fair value gap here. You're just gonna jog all day, Goda? Yeah, that's cool. If we come down to this 3-minute, I get along. I wouldn't mind that. Or we just V-shape missing sell side. Okay. Interesting. That's real interesting. I already just don't like this day. Go next session. Cool. I mean, if I'm not in the conditions to take a trade, I'm not taking a trade. So ES ended up running that low resistance liquidity, right? Like I wanted to, just like, again, no textbook entries. Now I'm just gonna play this 4-hour BISI, and look for a long after tapping into this. That's just really it. I'm gonna check daily here, just to see buy side targets. So to me, the obvious draw on liquidity right now is this daily high. That seems like what we're going for. So I'd want to see price distribute lower. I think that was news, but no data low, or no data high. So preferably we come down into here and then we get a long. There is a bullish SMT, but I feel like I'd still want the low. This long's invalid. Okay, if we get a reversal here, I mean we're gonna get a reversal here. Maybe I try this 3 minute. Blah 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 liquidity. Is this real time? No. Markets are not open, David. You should know that. Alright. I'm gonna ban all 3 of you. Okay, so we have a 3 minute inversion here, but this gap's significant. We do have an SMT at the low. So I mean, this isn't bad. Like we swept out this liquidity here. Wait. Oh, I think we left equal lows actually. Okay, I'm actually bearish to these equal lows, so I'm actually not taking this long. So I'm fading this long. Just because we left equal lows. Okay, we left equal lows and we pumped. So that's just like horrible. Why would I long with equal lows, Gio? I'm not longing with equal lows. We hit my box, I can tell. Interesting. It's FX replay. It's not a bug. Why would it be bug? Okay, now I look for a short. Swap daily buy side. I wouldn't mind a short, like something textbook. Geo trades an entire different strategy. Okay, we have a short here. I don't mind it. We swept daily. I like how we tapped this daily Sibi, and now we're getting a bearish reaction. I mean, this is where you'd want to see a reversal, and then you just go break even here. I mean, I think I'll take this. We are on a 5. I think I'd wait. No, I like it, but the question is this closed? 10:44. Okay, I'm gonna enter, but I'm assuming the 3 minutes has closed. But I would take the 4/5. Like, if I enter this and the 5 minute hasn't closed, which actually it definitely hasn't. But wait, I should wait, right? Because this 5 minute hasn't closed yet. No, it's just gonna be new. Oh, the 5 did close. Never mind. Okay. Go back. 5 minute did close. So, yeah, I would enter on the 5 close. You want to enter on the highest time frame inversion of that leg. Why are we rage baiting in the chat? Okay, I would enter short here, and then I would target maybe an unfilled 15. Or probably just 50% of this range, which is here. So, yeah. So 5 minute close. As long as the 5 closes, which is the highest time frame inversion this leg, then that's fine. Then I just go break even at the next. So there's your break even. And now you just want to see price just flush down. But break even's really close, I won't lie. Okay, see break even trade. That's fine. And then that's why you go break even, because it would have stopped you out. Alright, I'm going next day. Gio, none of them trade. Gio, none of them trade. They're just rage baiting you. Bullshit. David, stop asking these questions. How does IFG relate to the concept of institutional stops? Is an IFG merely a visual artifact of institutions running stops? For example, in a bullish IFG, did large players sweep sell side liquidity below an old bearish fair value gap? And is the IFG in the chart? It's evidence of the maneuver. ChatGPT really did well on that question. Technically, yes. Like, if you sweep below inside of fair value gap, that's price running stops, and then the inversion is it's not merely a visual artifact. It's a point of a lot of strength getting fully inverted. So then it's like basically even stronger to the opposite. If that makes sense. Still in this daily, yeah, but I'm leaning bullish. 50% of this hourly, then longs is what I'd be looking for. This is Vert on an alt account. For value up was created by market movers so they know where your stops are. Interesting. That does look like me. So where's buy side? I'd want 50% then longs. Okay, I mean, we're just like, left relative equal lows. We missed 50. Interesting. Did we really just miss 50? Yeah, okay. I mean, we have a ES is generating sell side LRLR, so I don't like this. Like, why is ES generating sell side LRLR that we missed 50? It just doesn't make sense. I want to see, like, preferably ES run this. Okay, now ES ran it. See, now I'd look for a long. If this breaks with a lot of momentum, I might try this. Okay. I'm gonna try this. I know this is like not like your normal setup. But this is like, okay. You have to hear me out. So Dodgy sometimes takes setups like this could 100% fail. I'll take it half risk just because of that. Just because it's not like a textbook setup. But this is a setup where it's like you break a gap that held multiple times. And I like how ES swept all its low resistance liquidity. So I expect a reversal. And then I just want, once we break above this gap, I would just expect like a blast candle. Either this instantly fails or instantly works. There's no in between. Yeah, see, instant fail. There's no in between on those setups, but that's why I took it half risk. That's fine. Anyways, I mean, I'm still looking for longs. See, this would maybe be good. I don't hate this 1 minute if you had a good candle over it. 1 minute, oh, it's invalid. This would have been textbook. Breaker. That's why you don't use a stop loss. That's great. Yeah, I would have won, Gio. You're completely right. Invalid because we took out this high. Took out this internal high to the left. I bet this worked. Like, I feel like I could long this SMR and then just like, I don't know, man. Like, sometimes I just want to long into higher time frame inversions. If this closes above, maybe I take it. Maybe, okay. Hold on. We are in a higher time frame gap, but like, we put in a 1 minute SMR. And then like, maybe I just take this and then I go break even at this next 1 minute. Because now we broke that gap with momentum. I feel like I don't hate this. Like, okay. I mean, see, there's a reason this would fail is because you're long in a higher time frame gaps. But like this is where I look for a reversal regardless. Like if you're understanding liquidity, like the 4 hour held, we hit hourly 50. I mean, I guess I could wait for the 5 minute long. You'd be mad? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I could wait for the 5 minute here, but I low-key have conviction. I'm just gonna play it out. Would I go break even there? That's the question. Okay. I don't like how that missed. I'm gonna go break even. Okay. So okay, that's like news or something. Okay, so it would have been break even trade. Anyways, but if this 5 minute closes, maybe I'll take that. Okay. So time's fractal, right? So like even though this 5 minute hasn't closed, I still expect this 1 minute gap to get rebounced, and I like this SMR. See, this would have been the play. Like if this gap got closed above without taking this high, and I had entry here, then I just would have had my 1-to-1 and I'd be done for the day. All right, David Beam, dude, I'm banning you. Yeah, that's another dumbass question. Oh my god. All right, go next day. Barely any trades, but that's fine. Be picky. Don't give me that trick cheese. Okay, dude. Bullish. Bruh. 10-second IFG. Is that your mentor? Was that you? You made 40 grand on a TradeAvit account? Interesting. Quite a stop, dude. Okay. I'm bearish. Geo, they're rage baiting. They're my friends. They're not actually. Okay, I need to lock in, bro. They're throwing. We're in a daily BSC. I'm looking for longs. So far, we've taken one half size L, and that's it. So not bad. Okay. This low would be nice. This low would be great. I'll charge y'all 100 a month if you want me to. Alright. This low's kind of like far, so I'm definitely not marrying that. I'd probably just look for like a retrace in this 15-minute leg and then look for longs before we take out buy side here. Like that'd be the best case scenario. So like tap 50 maybe. We just keep missing. Okay, there's 50. And I like that we generate low resistance liquidity here. We're about to have open, so I wouldn't take this. Drag this here. I wouldn't. Okay, hello. Why isn't this working? Refresh. Wow. Can this work? So that's invalid. So there's open. Dude, there's just like no good setups. Like we're really just like Inverting everything that before it's like valid. Okay, that's invalid. Like all this is just invalid. This is a trend day. I might do PM, like back to this PM. Because AM's been low opportunity. Okay, maybe something here. Nah, Geo. I'm trying to teach people. Because people don't. I like that we left relative equal highs here. No, you're good. If I do that, then it's just gonna be like how Dodgy does his thing. We have a long here, but we're long in a hard time from gaps. Maybe I'll try this 2 minute. If we get this 2, but I feel like we go down. Okay, 2 minute broke there. Like, oh, we have SMT, that's why. Okay, I do like this. Oh my god, the inception gap is huge. Okay, wow, that sucks, bro. Okay, I mean, this is your stop, basically. I mean, I feel like we should not pull back. We already rebalanced this one. We IO-fetted it. Why would we pull back? Put an order block in? Yeah, I'm just gonna play like this. Like, there's no reason. I'd rather just take the loss. Like, I don't know in what world we would pull back before hitting this high. Like, we should just go smack that. Okay, it's gonna be break-even trade like every time. This is gonna be break-even trade and break-even saves us. That's good. Maybe we get something here in this 1 minute. What's the inception gap? Is just like a dodgy term. Like you see how I'm longing this 2 minute, right? But technically your stop loss is not a close back below here because there's a 1 minute fair value gap here. So price could technically like retrace into this before going back up. So you would have to account for this in your stop. So your stop actually would be like this. But I didn't there because we already rebalanced it. We IO-fetted it here, and I was like, we're probably just gonna skyrocket, like at least hit that high before rebalancing, which I was right. I'll take this SMR. I like that. That's giving me some conviction. So now we have an SMR. I like how we swept this low. And then you go break even at like this high. Are we in a macro? We are in a macro. We should just run. Like, I don't see why we would stall here. If we're in a macro time, we should run liquidity. We are in 50%, so we did a 50% of this range. And I like this. Would I have gone break even in live time? That's the question. These are stacked highs, so I feel like these should run. Okay, I would have gone break even there, I'm not gonna lie, I think. I feel like I should hold it though. Interesting. In live time, I would have went break even, I know myself. So I feel like this works though. So there's the actual break even. It's probably gonna be break-even trade. Yeah, break-even trade. Wow, just like really chop, man. Like I know we probably run up. See, we ran into 1R, but yeah, this just sucks. I mean, next day. Low opportunity. That's fine. You know that sometimes happens, but you should have to pick your spots. Dream scenario. I mean, this would be amazing. Come down to soup this 4-hour low. But I wouldn't mind like this low getting swept and then a long. Yeah. We're actually in a spot for long right now. I wouldn't mind a long where we are right now, actually. Because we are souping a 50-minute low. Ooh, hold up. Let me just investigate this. Are we delivering out of anything? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, we are. Held this 4 minute. I actually like this long. V-shape back up, swept the internal low, held a 4 minute body. You have a hindsight of a gap to target. Am I long into a higher time frame inversion? No. So this is already coming off a 5 minute inversion. I feel like I should take this. Yeah, I'd like this. I would take this in lifetime, I think. And then like break even here. Wow. Interesting. I mean, I'd be fine with that loss. Oh, we're in a 15 minute. Oh, I did not see that. Okay. Well, I did not see that we were in a 15 minute, but whatever. That would have skewed my thought process, but it's fine. Sweep out this 15 minute low. If I saw we were in a 50 minute, I probably would not have taken that because you're long into a higher time frame Peter, right? So this is not open. Wait for open here. If we blast above this, I might try that. Okay, if we don't, it's fine. If you want to go lower, that's fine. Lower we go is better. Again, I think I'm bearish this low right now. At least of this, I'm bearish too. Backtesting is weird because I like miss a lot of stuff. Because I like rush it. In live time, like you're checking every time frame. Like if I see we're in a 15 minute and we still have sell side below, like that's risky. Like this 5 minute I would not have taken. So if I wouldn't have taken the 5 because we're long into a 15, then I probably wouldn't have taken that 1. Okay, this is a lot of momentum. I might try this. Yeah. Swept out the slow, held this gap. A lot of momentum back up. Good break even. Let me just think real quick. 930, 932. And this is probably gonna be invalid. Okay, so that held. Okay, that's a bearish sign. So wait, does this close yet? 940. Is that the close? I'm just gonna play one candle, and I think we're already at the close. No, we're not. Okay, I lied. That woman along with him break even. Dude, what is this PA? Can we just do something? So there's the 5 minute close. Do we have news? Tuesday. Yeah, we do have 10 a.m. It's like orange folder. I don't love this. I'm not gonna lie. I don't love it. I mean, no, it's an A. It's an A plus setup. Like that's the thing. I just like maybe I'm overthinking this. We did rebalance this. We held this. We tapped this breaker, and we. I think I take this to this high. I think I take this to this high. Yeah, it must have crashed. I'm assuming this is closed. I feel like this should work to the high. I'm not going against. Yeah, we swept this low, so we're neutral. Oh, unfold hourly. Yeah, I mean this should work to the unfold hourly at least. Okay, so there's the unfold hourly, and now this is probably gonna be break even. Yeah, so there's break even. Because I expect that to work to the unfold hourly. I'm honestly more bearish here. I feel like we go lower first. Trendline liquidity below. That's news. We have a data high. So like I probably would short this, but now we have a data high. I wouldn't. Ooh. Okay, I just missed that entry. I would have taken this 30-second. Yeah, so swept that this low. Do not say we didn't sweep out this low. Is there an SMT? If there's an SMT, I'm taking it. Yeah, there is an SMT at this low. Okay, perfect. So this low doesn't have an SMT. You can see this low on ES got swept. On NASDAQ it didn't, but data high above with SMT. I would take this 30-second. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. SMT negates the equal lows. So there. Take that. Market order. Break even would be this internal high technically, but I'll probably go break even like here maybe. Let me just see the candle. Okay, break even there. I just want to see this rip. Like, we should not pull back. Wow, break even. Like, dude, I mean, this is just like such mid conditions. Holy. Maybe we go resoup that low. It's like, why are, like, what is this? Genuinely, what is this PA? Okay, this is more like it. Give me this 1 minute, and I'm in this. Alright, cool. I'm taking this. I think everyone would take this in this. We have trendline liquidity plus the data high above. I mean, and we swept the low. Like, dude, if this fails, I'm gonna be so surprised. Break even would be this. I mean, technically, I'd go like here. We should just blast up here. Like, we should not have any stalling. Okay, break even there. We should just rip. Are you serious, bro? Like, what is this? Is there a 30-second right here? No. Oh. Oh, I like this. Go back, go back. I would have taken this. I do like this. Let me remove drawings. So this is like the 30-second that held price, sent us to a lower low. Now we reswept this. So now this is your breaker. This right here is your CISD. So if we broke this with momentum, I would take this. Bro, can I stop missing the entry? Okay, take this because now you have an SMR, and now we reswept the low, and we still have a data high above. So even though this is technically like a midder setup, we still have the data high above, and I have a lot of conviction. Like, we're forming trendline liquidity for a reason. We ran some of it. We should run the rest. Like, that's how liquidity, that's how LRLR works. Break even would be this internal high. Okay, break even there. Alright, I'm scale. I would scale here. Scale 50%. Actually, this PA is weird. Scale 25 more and then leave the rest. I just want to see this rip to the data high. Dude. Wow. Am I dreaming? Like, is this real? Dude. Okay, good thing I scaled 75 because, like, yeah, this PA I can already tell is high resistant. Why are we just not going for this? Like, there's so much liquidity here. Like, all these trending highs, we're just, like, not ripping. We usually rip through this. Like, we should be blasting above all of this in, like, one candle. Maybe if this gets smacked... Dude, here's a re-entry. Oh, my God. I would have taken this, too. 3 minute held. We're still bullish. We have 1 minute, right? 1 minute here. Oh my God. See, this is not hindsight, but I would have taken this too. We don't run trendline liquidity and then you keep stalling. Every time you keep stalling, and we left relative equal highs here. Like, we're gonna blast through this. I know we are. So every long here that respects a bullish PD array, like, I know we're gonna go for this. I don't want to be hindsight, but I know I would have taken this. Actually, I probably would have been done after this, but this is still a good setup, so I still want to take it. The reason this is a good setup is because you're still respecting a bullish P rate, and this 3 minute is an algorithmic close. Like, we came down this close and didn't invert this for a reason, and you have an inversion. I mean, good break even here. Like, this is good. Okay, break even there, and scale there. 75%, and now This data high should break. When we have LRLR trending highs, all should just run. We should not stall here, dude. Okay, yeah, this PA is just like the most high resistant PA I've ever seen in my life. When you see like, dude, this is so bad. Why are we not displacing past the high? I'm going next day. I can't deal with this. We should not. We're stalling at every high with a data high above. Interesting. Whatever. But that's fine. That's why we scale at 1R and we don't hold all for data high. That's why you scale at 1R. Okay. I like this. This is dream scenario. Tap this 4 for rally get along. Right now I'm bearish to this low, I think. We could technically reverse it because the 4 hour has not inversed to the downside, but I still don't mind. Let me check. Nope. We reversed from there. Yeah, crazy. Interesting. That probably because I think that high was definitely, it was a high resistant high because it swept out another high inside of fair value gap, but we took sell side. Oh, I did not mean to skip 15 minutes. My bad. Low key. Nah, we're not taking anything here. I want the slow sept and I want a long. Please go down. Yes, thank you. Any type of reversal here. Oh, we did not sweep the low. I'm brain dead. Hold up. Unless there's an SMT. Where is this? There's no SMT. Okay. We should go lower. If we pump here, I'm brother. What? Did we hold this 4? Oh, we did hold this 4. So actually could look for longs here. This 30-second. Bro, why would he miss that? Wait. I think this is the same. Let me just check like another time frame. I feel like it's the same thing as that other. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go back. So this is why you cannot get married to like these 4-hour lows, and I keep forgetting. I need to like learn this, but you see how like we missed this 4-hour fair value gap, but look, we're in an 8-hour, so it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go back to here. All right. So this is open. So let me read analyze. There's a 30-second here. I would not have taken that though. It's too small. So I'd be looking for any continuation longs here because now we tap that fair value gap. So okay, see this, like this is good. Swept out liquidity, delivery. We are in premium of this range, but I don't mind that because we're coming off such a good area of reversal. Like, and also we hit 50% of this entire range. Yeah, like anything here, I would not mind taking. So this 30-second has a good internal high to yo, what's up, plus CV? So I would take this 30-second and then I'll just target this high up here and I'd go break even to this high. Please market order me. There we go. So I'd go break even here. I'll be holding runners. Okay, break even there. Probably gonna be break even trade. Oh wow. So that actually hit TP. That's nice. I need to wait though, cause FX replay. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Wait, let me just scale all here. So it would have been scale half break even, but let me just do this because it would have hit TP in live time, but FX replay I can't scale on Wix, so I would have made this much. Okay, not that much. Go back. This much I would have made, bro. Market order. Jeez. Alright. There we go. TP. So that would have been your 1R. I mean, I'd be done for the day. But if I wasn't done for the day, I'd actually, like, maybe I wouldn't be done for the day because we still have a lot of potential. I do like. Okay, this is a protected high because it swept out this high. As we swept out this high inside of this fair value gap. So we need to come out, take sell side. Now we took sell side. But I would want to see something like very obvious. Maybe we come re-sweep this low. So now we reswept this low, and now we tap that 4 hour for value gap. So now we still be looking for a long. It's like sometimes I might take another trade, maybe like play with my profits. Okay, see, like this is textbook. Just because like I still think the potential in the day is good. Okay, we don't get that, which kind of sucks. Okay, like that 5 minute would have been it, bro. We have a 30-second here. I mean, okay, we actually just didn't trigger it. There's the trigger, but I don't like how choppy this was. You know what I would take? I like this 5-minute SMR. I do like this. Okay, I just don't think we're gonna get it. Yeah. See, now I would probably go next day. Just because, yeah, this is choppy now. So that's fine. So at least we took that one. So you can see how, like, why I want a longs there. We completely reversed off that point. We just had to end up going lower. So I already took my play for that day, so I wouldn't be like forcing anything. I needed like that 5 minute would have been it. Dream scenario here. Put this order block in. I'd want to see like this low swept, maybe. Preferably before buy side's taken. But I think we just pump here. But yeah, probably just not gonna get a play, to be honest. I don't see why we would just stall here. If we do, it'd be great. Wow, amazing. 9:30 opening bell. I'd be looking for a long. So there's the spot where I wanted longs. Let's see. We get a reversal. Not really a good gap. If we like, oh, it actually already got inverse. Never mind. Yeah, nothing really textbook here. Okay, maybe this 30-second. Okay, not anymore. No. But you guys can see like where I want the dream scenario, like where I mark it. So I mark out like 50% of this hourly range, and that lines up with this gap. So I want something out of this gap, and preferably before we take out buy side, because then we still have a draw on liquidity. Okay, so we have a 1 minute here. If we get another really good candle, I will take this, I think. So this is significant versus insignificant, but we are tapping a higher time from PD array. Right, we're in a 50-minute BPR, so we did. I think maybe I wait for this. Yeah, I don't like this close. I think this works though. Okay. I'm gonna take it off this, even though this hasn't broken yet. So I think this next, okay, no, maybe I should wait. Wow. So there's that. Okay, I'm gonna take this. I think go break even here. I knew that was gonna rip. Oh, what, dude? I would have taken this. God damn it. See, I miss stuff. This is good. Oh wait, did we leave equal lows here? I don't know if FX replay is like messing with me. I don't know if these are actually equal lows. I'm assuming they are, so I actually wouldn't take this long. Yeah, but it's coming off a 1 minute inversion, and like I already know we want to go up here. So that 30 seconds like confirmation. Okay, I'm actually not gonna take this long because we left equal lows. Yeah, it would have been break even, but yeah, I don't like that we left equal lows right there. There's actually a 30-second SMR short, but we're too low. But I think we go smack these equal lows. Yeah, so there's those equal lows. SMT at the low. Okay, I was thinking about that 1 minute. Okay, hold on. Low, high, lower, low. This is like a 2-minute SMR. I'm not like super. We're not in a macro. I think this is a gap inside of it. Yeah, okay. So there's a 1 minute here. This is not bad. We do have an SMT at the low. But I think I would wait for this 2-minute SMR. Yeah, see now I'll take it. That's confirmation. So now you have a 2-minute confirmation. So now you have that 2-minute SMR and good break even. I'm assuming this 2 minutes closed. Dude, oh my god, I'm an idiot. Okay. I did not see that we had a 2-minute gap right there. I did not include the inception gap. That's my fault. Yeah, so inception gap here on the 2-minute, I completely missed that. So your stop would be here. So my stop was here originally, but I literally just did not see this. But your stop would be, so there's a 2-minute inception gap, so you want to include this. So your stop would be like this, and then does that ruin my RR? No, so that's fine. So just target this 1-to-1 of that high. So remember, this is your break even. So there's a retest. So this is a rebalance, right? So we rebalance there, that 2-minute for value gap. So I would go break even there because now we reset the internal high. Okay, break even trade regardless if I went here or not. Unfortunate. And even if you took this 1 minute, it would have been break even. Yeah. Was there a 30-second? Nah, no, there wasn't. Damn. A lot of break evens. A lot of like, I don't know. Like some months are just like high resistant. Like we're just not like moving as clean. You know what I mean? It's like I know we're gonna reverse off that, but it's just okay. Day's done. Next day, I'll look for like one more. Then we can do some type of psychology talk. Dream scenario. 50% of here. All that matters, like on these months where it's like not super, it's not low probability, it's just low opportunity. Okay, I like this. Data high. Data high plus data low. I'd be looking for a long. You kind of just want to like wait for the best. Okay, see, I'm sure I'm taking this, right? 50% of this range, yes. So we're in discount. We swept out liquidity. Not a major sweep, but we have a manipulation leg here. Manipulation leg here. 30-second inversion. I want to see this 15-second get above. Okay, good thing I didn't take that 30 seconds. So the 30 seconds good, but like the 15-second was kind of obvious there. Do I think September will be good PA? I backed to September 2023 and 2024. 2023, I had a 100% win rate. 2024, I had like an 80 something. So I'm sure it will be good. As long as we get out of all-time highs, low key. Okay, see, this is more light bulb. This 1 minute, if we get a close. All right, so I'm going to take this. See, this to me is like a no-brainer. Dude, no way we're long under two. Oh, I have to wait for this. That's annoying. Okay, there's my entry. There's my entry. That is a short position. Long position there. Include the inceptions. So there's no inceptions. Maybe on 30-second, but weird to rebalance that. I'd have stopped like here. 2-minute order block got put in. There's probably like an unfilled 5 above. So this is my break even. I mean, I have no idea why this would fail to at least the break even. Then I think it might be put me in a market order, please. Bang, bang. Okay. I do like this. Who would take this setup? It's basically a 1 minute. Like there was a 1 minute version, but there's also a 2 minute. So I need to wait for the 2. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this should work. Okay, nice. Break even there. Now, please, good PA, just pump us. There's no reason why this should stall. Like, genuinely, even maybe back to our break even, but, like, we put an OB. This is such a good momentum candle through this gap. This, like, 30-second, we'll probably have a 30-second fair value gap. This should hold. Like, I don't know why this would ever stall. So, we should just blast up here. If we don't, we're probably cooked. Yup. Wow. And of course, it just rebalances. And of course, I miss every single reconfirmation setup, so I need to go all the way back. So I would have gone break even there, and now I'm looking for another setup. So I'm like, okay, what? Maybe that's just a rebalance. So now we get this, but I would wait for this. See, now I would take this. So we have this entire 30-second inversion. Rebalance this. Data high above. This just to me was a rebalance. And then break even at this high. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, there's your break even. Okay. Maybe we get lucky. Come on. Give it, bruh. Okay, TP. Beautiful. But I have to wait. If it breaks even me, I'm just going to do the thing. Okay, that's fine. So that would have been a TP. So it would have been a scale 75% / break even. So scale 75%. So I would have made this much. Usually scales like 40 or 200. Bro, oh my god, market order me, please. Yeah. Even this is, actually, no, it's not gonna set up. I mean, you could take this, but this is like kind of mid. Honestly, like, I think there's probably a 5-minute that I'm just completely fading. Yeah. This would actually be your setup. This would be your setup. I actually just missed. I like completely forgot to check other time frames. But you'd have like stop like here, and you just take this to a 1-to-1. So even if you didn't take any setup that I took, I would be done for the day because I would take in the 30-second. Because this would be way better RR, and the 5-minute here didn't trigger yet, so I would already be in like here. But if you get like, if let's say you take that and you just hold the entire time you get break even, then I would definitely take in this 5. So this 5 you'd take. So I'd go break even at the 5 there, and then I just take all at the data high. I mean, okay, so it would be in a break even trade. Dude, okay. So there's just months where it's just like super high resistant. We're putting a 5-minute order block here. Why in the hell would we like, I always go break even if there's not like a good high. I go break even at 50%, or that's not the GAN box, sorry. 50% of this wick. We tapped 50%. There's just not a reason this should stall. There's just, why would we stall there? Was there an SMT? No, there wasn't. SMT happened, bro. Okay. Just like weird PA. So this is why I tell you guys to scale at 1R. Like genuinely, this is why so many people like mess up with IFGs because they just don't scale. Take partials, man, because like why this is so high resistant. Like why are we not running it? You get a 5-minute order block. You're telling me we stall right here? That's just crazy to me. And now we finally take it. But again, I don't need to do any of that because I'm already done for the day. Because I just took my 1R. So, all right, let me show the analytics. I'm gonna call it there on the back testing. Not a bad. I feel like I was a little hindsight today. I want to be transparent. But like I know in live time, I know myself, and I've been back testing so much. Like I would have taken those setups. But yeah, so not horrible. Definitely could have been better. A lot of like win loss days where I take a win, take a loss, take a win. And this is another reason why you guys should have a rule set where you can take 2 losses in a day. Like that's because a lot of times I take a loss first, but then I remake back the win, or I remake back the loss. And then the next day I just make money. Next day I make money. Then maybe I take a loss. And then I like, you know what I mean? I like cut it off at break even, or maybe I'm slightly red or something. Um, and even though PA was bad, scaling at 1R netted me. So we have a total 75% win rate, and we made this much. So not bad. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay. If you guys have questions, throw them in there in the chat, if anything. Yeah, SMR. So SMR, you want to look for an SMR when order flow is like, let me think. Let me think how to explain this. So like when you're not confident on a reversal, I'd look for an SMR, or if there's like, okay, it's like this. If order flow is not confirmed, so if we are like, if we're sweeping a 5-minute low, there's an example, Thursday, it was the 1 minute, I think. Yeah, it was this. So this 1 minute, right? So people took a lot of losses on this 1 minute long, and I faded this long because I understand. So here's the thing. Yes, we technically get a smart money reversal here. We get a CISD, we get a breaker, but we don't break the significant gap. So in this case scenario, I have to ask myself, are we delivering and sweeping a higher time frame PD array? So we do sweep a higher time frame low, which is like, for me, higher time frame is 15-minute and above. But are we delivering out of a higher time frame PD array? No, because we're only delivering out of a 5-minute BPR. So here, because now, okay, if there was no significant gap here, I would have taken this. But because there's a significant gap here, I need to wait for like this SMR, plus I need to wait for this gap to break to take this long. Because I'm not like confident enough. But you don't need an SMR if we sweep out and tap a higher time frame PD rate and the momentum is good. So for example, this 5-minute I took on Thursday, which was here. So now I took this 5-minute, but you guys see, basically I'm taking this inversion, but you see to the left, there is a 4-minute gap, significant gap here. But why do I not wait for this to break? And I don't wait for an SMR here? Because we're in a higher time frame PD array. So we've swept higher time frame liquidity, and we're delivering out of a higher time frame PD array. And I'm confident that this is a reversal because of this momentum. You see how this momentum is really, really good? So I'm willing to take the first gap and not wait for the SMR. You can wait for the SMR here, but it just ruins your RR. You see what I mean? Like, I'm only bullish till these highs. Now there was a 30-second confirmation setup right here. This was textbook. Like, you get in there and then this just worked beautifully. But yeah, so do you guys understand that when and when not I need an SMR? So yeah, I don't need an SMR if we're sweeping a high time from PD array. Or sorry, sweeping like a high time from low and tapping a high time from PD array, and we have good momentum. If we have bad momentum, if this, let's say this 5-minute like here, yeah, I can go over that. Like, let's say this is like this, right? But we don't get this candle, so we're like here, and we do this. We're like boom, chop, 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 get momentum candle. I'm not taking this. I would then wait for this to break and get a 4-minute SMR. So I'd wait for this gap to break. And then honestly, at that point, I wouldn't even take it because the RR is so bad. I would just look for a confirmation setup, and then I would have taken that 30-second that happened that I showed you guys. Spotting them. So SMR reversal, it's a very easy pattern. It's usually like you get a low, you get a high, you get a lower low, and you get a higher high. This is your inversion, so you want your inversion to be here. Preferably here. It can be here, right? But like, okay, I'm saying like you basically close above this high, which puts in a breaker, and at the exact same time, you also get an inversion for value gap here. Those are the best. But if there is like a gap here, and then you close like here, so then you technically have your breaker here, right? Let me do different colors so I don't mess this up. Make sure to pay attention to this might be a little confusing. So this will be your breaker, right? Because you get your low, high, lower, low, higher, high. So breaker, a breaker just an inversion of a order block. And then this would be your inversion. Let's say there's a gap right here. So there's your inversion. It's like the 4 minute. It's really just the 4 minute that I showed you. Here. Look, you see this? You see? Okay, let me just do this. So low, high, lower, low, higher, high. So this is your breaker. You can draw a breaker like this. It doesn't really matter. Like, just know it's a breaker because we don't take entries off a breaker. I just draw it like this off the bodies. Right, so this is your breaker. And now, because I don't need an SMR here, I take the first inversion, right? But if you do need an SMR here, this is your entry. Because now you have your inversion here. You see how, like, your inversion is here. So you can take this entry, and then this is your smart money reversal. But yeah, so this is your IFEG. Let me change this color. So IFEG breaker, and then this is your CISD right here. So here's your CISD. Here's your CISD. So does everyone understand this like pattern? But again, I didn't need an SMR here. The best SMRs that won't ruin your RR are the lower time frame ones, the 1 minutes that don't ruin your RR to the higher time frame objectives. But this one just ruins your RR. But like, yeah, I mean, you can take this, but you're just gonna get break even. But again, here I didn't need one. Okay. Let me think. Does anybody have any psychology questions or any other questions in general? When you scale at 1R, do you scale at liquidity near 1R or always just 1R? So, I like, if there's a 1R, right? If I'm taking an entry and this is my 1R, but let's say there's let's say there's a high here, right? There's a high here, which is like 0.84R, and then to the left there's a huge gap. Am I going to scale here? Like, let's say this is like 0.84 or like, if it's less than like 0.85, I don't even scale. But basically what I'm saying is like, if there's liquidity right here, but my 1R is here, right? I don't know if we're going to go hit this 1R. Like if it's like this, you know what I mean? Because order flow goes neutral. Like here, like once we hit these highs, because we're running into all of these gaps, I scale here, right? So this was 0.84R on the 5 minute for me because I entered a little bit late. But I scale liquidity if it's less than 1R. But like if these highs were more than 1R, I'll scale just at 1R. Like I won't scale at liquidity. Okay, let me reword that. I won't scale at liquidity if the liquidity is more than 1R. I will scale at 1R. But if the liquidity is less than 1R and price goes like neutral there and I don't know if I'll hit 1R fully, then I'll scale with the liquidity. Does that make sense? And I usually scale, like here I scale it all, but if there's like a data high or drawn liquidity above that makes sense, I'll scale like 75%. So if I have like 5 cons, I'll scale 4 cons out. If I have like 6 cons, I'll scale like 4 cons out again. Yeah, like I try to take most off at 1R. I never try to like if I have 5 micros, I'll scale 4. Like I'm not scaling 3 because 3 is just like not enough for me. Because most of the time it's break even, man. I'm telling you, like most of these just hit break even, like scale break even. What is the best way to not care if you're in drawdown during a trade? If you're in drawdown and you're in a trade, the best way to not care is to not care. There's not really like an end. Like there's not like some magic pill to that. You basically can be as emotional as you want as long as it does not affect the trade. You can scream, shout, throw everything across the room as long as that emotion does not primarily affect anything that you do actually on the charts. It does not matter. Like when I'm in drawdown, my heart will like start to beat a little quicker. You know what I mean? Like little things like that. But I'm not scaling earlier. I'm not like trailing my stop. You know what I mean? And that's fine. Like you can be a little nervous. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you can get nervous. Just don't let it affect your trading. If that makes sense. Dude, this week I took 6 trades. I took 6 trades. I took 3 wins, 1 loss, 2 break evens. Um, yeah, I usually take on average, like in terms of trades that affect my P&L, 2 to 3. And what I mean by that is like non-break evens, right? So wins or losses. So 2 to 3 that affect my P&L, and then like usually 4 to 5, including break evens. I've been getting beat a lot, man. But I think that's just August conditions. Back to London. Understand London. Every session has its own personality. Every session has its own like type of like thing. I mean, it's all liquidity at the end of the day, but like, if you understand, if you're trading London and Asia accumulated, you'll expect London to manipulate and maybe like New York to distribute or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm trying to like think about a psychology thing to talk about. Okay. We're gonna talk about self-sabotage in day trading. It's gonna be like a quick, short thing, nothing super long. I'm just gonna like go over a couple things that caused me to self-sabotage myself and throw all my progress out the window. Okay. Dodgy's a great guy, but his streams used to give me a lot of FOMO, right? I think we can all, or most of us can agree with that. So like I'd take a trade, or like I'd miss a trade, and then he would take it, right? And then he would be like type 1 blah 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 if you took that, and I'd be like, oh damn, I missed that, let me go look for another entry, and then I take another entry and then I lose, right? So FOMO, right? But not even FOMO, just like missing out on the original setup. So the biggest thing that turned me more consistent, yeah, like he's really good at giving FOMO, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I like Reliable a lot more, but that's just like my personal opinion. Um, but the biggest thing that turned me consistent is just understanding market will always be there. If you are always forcing a setup, you can't like if you think every single day, like the hardest thing is like waiting. You know what I mean? It's just the patience. Yeah, I know, Gio, but it's like low-key marketing if you think about it. Like it's low-key smart what he does, but I'm not gonna go into detail. Like what was I saying? Yeah, so on FX replay you can escape to the next day. The hardest thing in trading that I personally found was like taking a loss and then stepping away for the entire day. You know what I mean? Like you have to step away and then go through like another 12 hours with no trades. And that would really like get to me because I'd be like, dude, I just like want to make progress. I want to get the payout, chasing the outcome. But self-sabotage only happens when you have the mindset that this day is end all be all, if that makes sense. Like if I don't do something on this day, then my trading for the rest of my career is cooked, right? So I need to make progress now, and you kind of have that mindset. You have like a very like closed mindset, and that becomes a huge issue. um that becomes a huge issue if you're not thinking long term and you keep thinking short term, because every funded account, every payout you want to get, you're going to keep thinking short term, when in reality, if the whole point of this is to make it consistently over years of data. You know what I mean? Like the whole point of this is to like you're green by the end of the year, a certain amount, like a certain percentage. Like who cares on the day, right? You guys can see every time I back test, right? I always repeat this. Even though I take like today, like September, I had a 100% win rate, but today I did not do that amazing. I won't lie. Like I definitely took a couple more losses than I usually take, but it doesn't matter because I just stick with the model, and I always take good setups that I like, and I'm always green. So if you stop thinking day to day and you need to think longer term, then that will like condition your brain to like just shut it down and then go on to the next day, if that makes sense. Like you have to think like that. I don't know in here who struggles with psychology. Um, Plus CV, you're in here, right? So plus CV, is there any technical questions you misunderstood or like my backtesting? Because I know you have like some more technical problems. I think your psych is pretty good. But like you can see the setups I take, like the type of setups I like. You have to be really patient. Like be picky, man. Like I waited this entire day for this 5 minute setup. Like I just set alerts at the extremity of the range. Like I wanted shorts from here or longs from here, and I just waited. But yeah, I just want to like say, like I'm kind of bad at explaining this, but stop having like a limited mindset. Like this is supposed to be like your yearly, like this is your annual income, right? You cannot think short term. You take a loss, you take two losses, like you take a loss on Monday, you take a loss on Tuesday, and then you're like, dude, it's taking me so long for this progress. Like I just have to like make it all back now. You know what I mean? Like that always happens. And you just have to stop thinking like that. You have to think you're always gonna make it back. Like because you are. Like, if you know what you're doing, you're always going to make it back. If your backtesting says you make it back the next day, you're going to make it back in live data. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's just statistics playing out. That's just the 30 or 40% or 30 to 35% of your, like, your win rate being losses. You know what I mean? Like, if I have, like, a 75% win rate, there's going to be that other percent that's going to be losses. You have to just, like, accept that. Yeah, patience is like the biggest thing. That would be also another thing. Please take breaks off the charts. And what I mean by that is like do not sit um do not sit on the charts for like 8 hours at a time. I trade AM and I trade PM, but what I used to do, I would sit on like even though there's no okay, if there's potential, like let's say we're about to sweep out like a 4 hour low instead of a 4 hour for value gap and it's like 11:30, then sure stay on the charts or set an alert or something. But I would literally sit on my chair and just like watch price the entire day, and then what that would do would make me super impatient because I want to take a setup, and then I would just like force something, and then I'd blow the account. Nothing technical right now. I took a lot more for structure based setups where the gaps were part of the structural move. Yeah, that's good. Plus EV. EV, did you understand everything? I know you joined late on my back testing, but it's all recorded. You can see the type of setups I took. I like to be picky. That's one of my issues right now, to BH. Well, you should be picky, but for the right setups. You know what I mean? Like that 1 minute long that a lot of people took because Dodgy called it out and he was like, I don't know why that failed, but because I understand order flow, I know why that failed. Um, can you go over bias? The best way to find bias? Yeah. So 4 hour hourly 15-minute gaps. Um, so I want to see what gaps are being respected, what gaps are being disrespected, and what's my draw on liquidity. So here I'm on the 4 hour. Okay, I see that we swept this low. Cool. I see we're holding. So we held these gaps to the left. So we're holding higher time frame order flow bullish, and then we also held these 15-minute gaps to the left, higher time frame bullish. So now if we're maintaining bullish and we have buy side above, what am I going to be looking for? What am I going to be looking for, Ian? If this a bullish PDR is being respected here, bullish PDR is being respected here, I have drawn liquidity above. What am I looking for? Yeah, buy side. So I'm going to be looking for continuation longs, right? I'm going to be looking for maybe 50% of this range, and I'd be looking for sweep manipulation to continue up to buy side. Yeah, I mean, like we are bullish. We technically are in this 4 hour bearish for value gap, so I will say this. This can reject. So higher time frame right now is technically neutral in terms of order flow, but lower time frame is definitely leaning more bullish. Like I'm leaning bullish here, but I'm not confirmed bullish until this 4 gap's like inverted. So, but my condition to be bullish would be this 50-minute gap. So like this is my condition, for example. If this breaks, I'd be bearish to like probably these lows, you know what I mean, and lower price overall, or at least bearish to this low because that's where we go neutral. But this 50-minute is holding up price right now. It's actually like not the 50-minute, it's the hourly. Yeah, I'd use this hourly as a condition. Sorry, because this hourly, we tapped into it and then we did push off of it. Like this hourly slash 15-minute, I'd use for a condition. This should hold if we want to continue price up, because this is also gonna be like this 4-hour gap too. You know what I mean? So yeah, like this should be your bullish supporting PD array to continue order flow up. But if this gets disrespected, that means if this gets disrespected, that means that this bearish 4-hour PD array was respected. Because if we respect this and then we disrespect this, that means we're still respecting bearish order flow on the higher time frame. Because we go neutral here, and then we invert this, and now we're bearish. Alright. I'm going to end it there, unless anybody has any more last minute questions. Of course. Zilix, what you doing? You making TikToks? Drinking Starbucks as a straight male? Interesting. You did that to yourself. One more motivational quote to end it. You want me to say a motivational quote? In my defense, it wasn't Starbucks. Don't drink Starbucks. It's so bad for you. Okay, at least that's fine. You want me to make a motivational quote? Alright, I'll read off one of my motivation things. Okay. If you are worried about the cost for going for it, you should see the price of staying exactly where you are. Alright, that's where I'll end it. Okay. Yeah. Alright. This is recorded. It'll be posted on my YouTube shortly. Alright. Also, do your weekly goals, guys. I'll add everyone. Alright, see y'all.